This is so simple and so obvious. Everybody knows this. Just what is happening, what is appearing. There is only this. Except this, there is only imagination. Without imagination, there is only this. What is happening? And what is happening is what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for. Because that's all there is. And only little children knows this because it's very simple. But since we are little baby, we are told our names, and we are told that we are this separate body, and as soon as the identification happens, separation happens. We believe we are this body, and life is outside, world outside, and already separation happens. This separation is not comfortable because feels missing something, not whole, not good enough. And so me is always not comfortable. So me is trying to find a comfortable feeling to cover up this uncomfortable feeling. And me is always seeking for this love, wholeness, endlessness. But me can only find and look for this love in time and space, in a dream. Because me is believing, me is a real person, living time and space, and having experiences. So for me, experiences and to get something is very, very important. For me is most important thing in the world for themselves. It's most important thing. But me never gonna find what me is looking for, because me is living in a dream world. So whatever me gets, always only in a dream. So try to get this love, wholeness in money or in relationship or friendship or in experiences, anything, but always only in the dreamland. And what I'm pointing to is beyond that. It's not like in me never gonna find me is looking for in the me's land, in the dreamland, not in time and space, because what all there is this, in this moment, only this. Me is only looking in time and space, future and past, and always comparing good and bad, right and wrong, and better future. Find happiness in a better future. But where is better future? There is only this moment. In this moment, everything appears. Future appears, idea appears, past appears. So me never gonna find me is looking for. Since I was child baby, I remember that I was surrounded by my parents, many friends and relatives, and so much love. And I was so protected, but always felt the loneliness or something missing. And then that's become teenager, started to that something missing. It was always there in whole my life. I can tell now. That time I didn't recognize it, but something was missing. I didn't realize what was it. And then I thought it's Japanese culture is wrong, so I started to travel many places. And because I thought that this country didn't suit me. That's why. So I have to seek for somewhere to move. So I started to move around the different countries. But then I got tired of everything. I tried everything. That time I wasn't really. I didn't know about spirituality, so I was looking for somewhere, try to change the condition, the place, like where I live, or try to improve the condition of the life. But then realize that that's never gonna happen. I felt like I was so tired of trying. Next moment. What I'm pointing at is that as long as you identify with your body, person, as soon as you think you're the body and I am here, and the world outside, separation happens, and that means already contraction happening. That's already uncomfortable. So as long as you have that, then you always seek. So, but then person can only seek the inner time and space. So you have to seek for future, next moment, to do something or to get something, but never gonna find it because already still you're me here. That's the problem. And it's not the problem, but that's the cause of the seek. So what I'm pointing at is that I somehow realized that everything's happening by itself and there is no control. No control at all means just only little tiny part of little thought. But then after that become like energetic, because since we are child, we are told you're the body. But then after me it's gone, so obvious that everything's happening already. It's so obvious and it's so simple. And what I'm pointing at is everything happening by itself. Me is not. It's happening, but not really happening. And me is not at all necessary what everything's happening. Without me, everything's happening. So, how can I say?
But then, when people say, "Okay, then there's no me," but then who are you?
That question also doesn't make sense. There, that question doesn't make sense because already who are you means that you already some idea that someone's here. Nobody, no thing, no entity. Everything is there's everything and there's nothing. That means there is no second to look at this what is happening. There is only what is happening. What is.
Yeah, it's so simple.
So, yeah, I know. This is so simple. But that means nobody can see this. Nobody can see this. Nobody can know this. Nobody watch. Nobody can aware. Nobody knows this. It's impossible because everything's happening by itself.
Yeah.
So impossible to talk about this. But this is when you realize this, it's just obvious. It's so simple.
This loneliness you felt before, or this emptiness, did that change?
You're gone. It's gone. Because this is like just a pointing up because this is impossible to talk about. But this is how I explain it's just a pointing up. But then whenever you are, always this. But the way I say is you are, but without you.
Yeah.
So always this, without you. So you don't need to go anywhere. It's just this, without without you, and no separation. And it's just that from the moment, everything is love. The sensation, everything, whole world is love.
Do feelings of um, fear or sadness still arise?
Yeah, everything arises. But just sadness, just fear. And that also love. Everything is so, how can I explain this? So intimate and so close. And that's because I remember I tried to be so close to my mom, but it's too distant, two bodies.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is a total, just intimacy with everything.
Total intimacy with everything. That's beautiful.
Everything, yeah. But it sounds like I have intimacy, but it's not. There is only intimacy. Get something is me dynamic. As long as me believe me can get something, never gonna end, because that's the seeking energy. But what we're sharing here is that possibility that that energy can fall away. But that's scary. But we're sharing this is energetic, that me can't go anywhere. Me has to crumble. But when it happens, the most natural thing, the way it is, already as it is, already what is, already whole, already complete. Life is what you're looking for. Everything is what you're looking for. If it's everything, then there is no separation. Me wants to get one thing. Me wants to keep it for me, one thing. But there is, what you're looking for is not one thing. What you're looking for is everything. Life, everything. But me can't get this. Just life is. There is no individual, there is no personal. Whatever is happening is not personal. For me believes I am here, world outside, everything happening, every experience you have becomes my experience. This is my thing, this is my computer. But that's the dream. That's the me dream. Because I am here, that's why everything becomes mine. But that me is dream. Me is dream. And me can't believe everything's happening without me already. But me can't believe this. How can happen with experience can be experienced by me without me? That's why me is so scared to die, because after that nothing's left. But what me is looking for is absence of the me. This is funny thing, but absence me is really looking for. But at the same time, the most scary thing for the me doesn't want to die.